part 2. We're going to go with the next components are the skid plate and the crash bars. The skid plate and the crash bars, I got them as a kit. I got them from Adventure Motor Stuff, and the skid plate is Adventure Motor Stuff. The crash bars are Givy. Got them both together for $3.97. If you look around for prices, that's actually a really good price. Crash bars are going to give your leg a little room if the bike comes over. That's all good. Also gives you a place to mount the pan. The pan is obviously going to protect the front of the motor, the bottom of the motor from if you're casing it, crawling over stuff. To me, it's a no-brainer. Got to have it. I also put the highway bars on. A lot of guys have problems, especially old guys like me, with hips and knees, riding position. And one of the things I did was the highway bars. Bunch of different ways of doing this. This was inexpensive. This setup was only $50. I can mount them anywhere up and down on this pan. I've scraped them a couple times, but they're really that's pretty much where I like them. They're feeling good. Another thing a lot of guys do is there's peg lowering kits. I did not lower the pegs on this bike. Didn't feel the need after I got the highway bars on because basically I use the regular pegs, and then by switching to the highway periodically, I relieve any tension, so I'm good to go. The next would be the center stand. The bike's obviously setting up on the center stand right now. That one's from Happy Trails. It was only 160 bucks. That again is worth every penny of it. It was all this stuff has been very simple to install. Any standard mechanic can do it. Anybody who's got any kind of real technical ability can do it, or not. I mean, the average mechanic, the average backyard mechanic can do any of this stuff without any problem at all. Yeah, center stand's great. The thing's stable, solid. I mean, what's not to like? 160 bucks. The seat. You know what? Before I get to the seat, I'm going to do the passenger pegs. This has been a sticking point for a lot of guys. What happens is their wives hop on, they've got the pegs back there, and they don't like the foot position, their knees start hurting and stuff. So what the guys were, I saw a lot of back and forth about people trying to figure this one out. I think I have a really good solution here. These are Karukian. Basically there's an adapter and then the floorboard. Okay. What it is let's see here. The adapter is an 8818, and the floorboard is a 4357. They run about 150 bucks for the set. Now, all this is stock. Everything is stock. The only thing that's not, all I did was I pulled the pin out for the peg, and then inserted the adapter. Used a stainless steel bolt with a lock, with a couple of washers and a lock nut. And that's it. It screws right in. And if you look on the Karukians, there's 5 places to mount it. I picked the one that's going to put it as forward and then level, and that did it. It's a nice solid mount. My wife absolutely loves it. The adapter, that 8818 adapter, does require some modification, and we're going to go ahead and go over this real quick because this is a little bit of a sticking point to some guys. Basically, you can go ahead and back off a little bit, Sue. Basically, the adapter looks like that when it comes out, and what you're going to do is you're going to have to grind on this surface. This is the pin where the bolt goes through. You're going to have to grind on this surface a couple of millimeters to make it the width of the peg. Make it that same width there. And then on the bottom side, you're going to add about 4 millimeters. You're going to weld about 4 millimeters on there, and then grind it nice and smooth and flat. And then that adapter will fit perfectly in the stock mount. That's enough on that. That adapter will fit perfectly on the stock mount, and there you have it. So if you wanted to go back to the other pegs, take these with you, or the person just didn't want them on there, it's no problem to go backwards. That's the end of this section of video. That's number 2.